Hi, everyone. It's Arthur here at Arthur. He lost his mind a long time ago. And I've got the one and only Mel Arthur, Aloha Shirt Psychic, with us. Sorry we're running a little late. It took time for the spackle to dry on my face. I was going like this. So we're here. Hi, Mel.
It took time for my Botox to take effect. I don't need Botox because I use Androniki.
Who?
Androniki skincare. It's really good. You guys got to check it out. No, we don't get paid. But Andrew's been on my show, Linda's show. Sherry uses his product. Arthur uses it. I use it. Stuff is phenomenal. I asked him if I could take a bath in it. But anyway, if you're interested, there you go. Check it out. So
whenever you say that, I always see you with cucumbers and the hair and
everything. Yeah. Like when you had a kid, you'd get a toothache in the South years ago. They put paregoric on it and they chop your head up.
You look like a little bunny rabbit.
That did, but whatever.
So we've got some housekeeping. Let's get that out of the way. So tonight is political world events.
Yes.
Please, all caps. It's easier for me to read and for all of us to read, and not personal stuff. And Terry Mullins. I love Androniki. See,
there you go.
And if you looking for a reading, looking for guidance in your life, there's a guy named Mel Arthur.
Who's that?
melarthur.com, or call 590-541. I'm dyslexic, please.
Call my neighbor.
Yeah, really. I once lent somebody my phone book, and they said all the numbers are wrong, and then I dialed it, and they said it's right. It's like, yeah, I'm dyslexic. I dialed it, wrote it down wrong, but dialed it right. What can I say?
There you go.
It happens. Now, Mel, on his Magical Mystery Tour, he'll be going to Iceland October to the 7th. And that's already booked, right?
Yes.
And he'll be going to Peru.
That one's sold out. It is sold out. I apologize.
Good. Congratulations.
Yes, thank you.
And drum roll.
Yes.
Canyon River, May 10th to the 20th.
That one starts in Prague. We're 2 or 3 days in Prague. They coach us on we don't say bus, we say coach. They coach us down to Regensburg or Passau, Germany. We tour that, and then we get on the boat in Germany. We go all across Austria, different villages every day. We stop in Bratislava, Slovakia, and then we stop in Vienna, and then we end up in Budapest. So that's Budapest. People say here, but it's pronounced Budapest. So there you go.
And then
the Galapagos Islands, September 8th to the 15th of 2026. We'll be visiting different islands. We're going to do it by boat, obviously, because I haven't seen anybody walk on water lately unless they knew where the stones were. So, bad joke. So we're going to see, some of the Galapagos turtles or tortoises, sea turtles, and seals, and the islands on the the animal life on the Galapagos Islands. It's going to be an incredible trip. I'm really excited. And that is in Ecuador. And that's September the 8th through the 15th. And there
pictures. I couldn't do that one after they put the holes in my feet, he said.
And then November 6th through the 8th, Sacred Connections Benicia with Linda Grindle, Comanche Psychic, and moi, and some other special guests. If you're interested in that, go to Linda Grindle, GRINDLE.com/events. Go down to Benicia. I think she said there might be like 3 or 4 tickets left. So be sure and join us. So
yeah. I did put up there, LindaGrindle.com/events.
Right.
Yay. Anything else?
That's on my agenda. That's my agenda.
And my agenda is waking up in the morning.
Yeah, me too.
Actually, I do have the Zoom event I've been doing with Val once a month on Saturdays. We're sold out for October. We have a couple seats left for November. That would be November 15th. So go to dragonflycrystals.store. It's an hour Zoom event with 10 people. and it's fun. We have a lot of fun. And if you're looking for me and you don't see me on the street with the sandwich board, I'm at arthureaseyourmind.com. I have openings in October. Okay.
And thanks to Sherry, she's backstage pulling the strings.
It's Sherry, right? Voices from the Swamp. And let's see, what else do I have here? So that's it. I mean, like I always say, I type this stuff out. I'm going to put it up there. And also, before we get started, I always go down my list of when people say, "What can I do with the government?" 5calls.org. Get a hold of all your Congress people, your representatives. Now, people say, "But I live in a blue state, and they don't really care if I." Please, they take tallies of who's calling who and why. So please do that. Also, there's a congressional switchboard, 202-224-3121. You guys are probably tired of me saying these things, but
also,
my computer is frozen.
There you go.
Yeah. Also, you said?
Oh, also, it's kind of early, but Linda Grendel's birthday is tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So, happy early birthday, Linda Grendel. Everybody, please send her a birthday wish tomorrow. I'm sure she would love that. So, happy birthday, Linda.
Yes. She doesn't look a day over 71.
Ouch.
I'm teasing. She knows I love her. So, well, do you think there's anything happening in the news these days?
I'm sorry, say again?
Do you think there's anything happening in the news these days?
I haven't watched it at all. I mean, I always Google breaking news before we start. And, there's some stuff with SCOTUS that's just, please. I just wonder if the Supreme Court, at least 6 of them, really give a what about our freedom. Are they just up so far up Trump's what that they'll do whatever he wants? That that the whole thing about that lawsuit in California where they said that it's okay for I think they said ICE to just kind of profile and round up people. Yeah. That's so unconstitutional. And I see that changed in the future.
Yeah.
And then SCOTUS agreed to expedited timeline to decide whether Trump can unilaterally impose sweeping tariffs using a law designed for emergencies. So I'm curious how they'll rule on that.
That one, I thought, well, my guide showed me that it's questionable if they're going to let that pass.
Say again?
They may stand up to him on that one.
They should. But I think they're ruling about just rounding up people covered. I don't know if it was just California or one certain lawsuit. I'm sure there'll be other lawsuits that get to the Supreme Court, and let's say how they deal with that. Here in Chicago. I
was going to say Chicago, please.
Well, on the southwest side of Chicago, ICE is out in force. The court said, well, Trump administration said, well, we're only rounding up criminals. Well, number one, what is your definition of a criminal?
Exactly.
And they're saying, okay, so here's the way it works in America. If you have committed a crime, you are innocent until proven guilty. You get to go to court and either a judge decide or a jury of your peers. If you're convicted, you're sent to prison or wherever punishment you have to do. Then when you've done that punishment, you've paid your time to society. Mm-hmm. Okay? That's the way it works here. So when they define criminals, are they talking about people with criminal charges? That's not what's happening in Chicago. They are wholesale rounding up people. Now, if they were looking for criminals, don't you think they would have a list of those people's names and they could just spend that people power to get them? But they are wholesale rounding up people who have done nothing. And so what's going on in the communities, and they've targeted the Southwest side, which is largely Latino.
Right, like they did here in Los Angeles.
They are. But what's going on is Chicagoans are fighting back. So they're starting neighborhood watches. They're starting to see if there's any ICE activity, and they pass it on down the line so word gets out. And that's one of the ways that we here in Chicago are fighting back. But we will fight back.
Mm-hmm.
No question about it. And our Supreme Court should be ashamed of themselves. They don't care about the Constitution. They don't care about human rights. All they care about is keeping power. And those people, in ICE that are doing this, shame on them too. That energy, that the things that they are doing to these innocent people will come back to them karmically. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Not only karmically, but when we have a new administration, there'll be records of who got paid to do that.
That's correct.
They'll know who they are.
That is correct. It's like J.B. Pritzker said, we are taking names.
Yes.
And so
as Mel just said, hello, Mel and Arthur, I would like your insights on the latest SCOTUS ruling, racial profiling as probable cause.
Well, there's not probable cause.
No.
And they did it for just one case. Let's see what they do on others. But if they really cared about the Constitution, they would step back and say, wait a minute, we are sworn into office to protect the Constitution and the people of this country, not to give power to a power-hungry dictator who just wants to be an authoritarian, he and his thugs. Well, he and his thugs, my guides tell me, will be brought to justice.
Yeah.
I'm ranting right now, but I'm hopping mad about.
You're in Chicago. It's like when they were doing it here in LA, I was off my rocker, so I understand.
Right. I mean, but we are doing things.
Yeah. I said, I think it was last night's show.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but it really frosts me. It really frosts me. In Chicago, that's easy in the winter. But when they say, well, these people are criminals. No, they're not all criminals. You're just rounding them up wholesale. You don't care. If they look a certain way or speak a certain way, oh, here we go. That happened in Nazi Germany. That does not happen in America.
Well, especially when you have your neighborhood watch.
Correct.
Keeping an eye out, like they did in Germany and Poland. Right. But I was saying
the police departments here, Chicago Police Department, the village police departments. Chicago has a lot of townships and villages.
Yeah.
We're not part of Chicago, but we are in a way. These police departments are refusing to work with ICE agents and the wholesale rounding up of innocent people. And so, in my opinion, the Chicago Police Department and these police departments and the communities around are doing their jobs because they say to protect and serve.
Right.
And that's what they're doing. So.
Well, and speaking of serving, I said the other day on the show, Subway should actually do a 2-for-1 sale on footlongs, one for you and one for the ice, for the ice or any of the National Guard of your choice. Anyway, Stargazer, will we see the end of the long SCOTUS recess, and with that, the end of the ridiculous shadow docket? They are using that to give the felon imperial powers without hearings and arguments.
I don't know what the shadow docket is.
It's like almost like stuff they're doing behind the scenes.
Oh, I see. Yes, I mean, once he's gone, I see a new court coming, and I see a lot of this stuff they've ruled on overturned by a new court.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Americans are really going to start speaking up and protesting more. So,
yeah, look at the U.S. Open. They booed him.
I'm sorry, say again?
At the U.S. Open when they booed him.
Oh, he's going to get booed a lot more.
But it was interesting. They found out that Fox put in a track of applause where everybody else had the boos.
I remember that. Well, his propaganda arm, right?
Yeah. Goebbels smiling from wherever he's at. Okay. Judy Phillips. Thank you, Mel and Arthur, for keeping us informed. How far is Trump going to go into militarized cities?
He's going to try a lot more, and he's going to try martial law, my guides tell me, but that's not going to work out in his favor. And I don't know if what the Supreme Court's going to do with the Insurrection Act, and that's what he's trying to use. But then he even bypassed that and just does what he wants.
Yeah.
That whole presidential immunity thing, he thinks he can do what he wants. But I think this court will strike him down on that. That's my prediction. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm predicting. But I see behind the scenes a lot of those generals he fired, my guides are showing me, my intuition tells me, are talking about, how to get rid of them.
Yeah.
How different ways that they can stop this tearing away of our democracy. If the Supreme Court justices really cared about democracy, they would be doing everything in their power to protect it. But
Yeah.
they're allowing this dictatorial DIC to slowly dismantle our democracy. And it appears like they can't be stupid because they're educated people. It appears like they don't care.
No.
At least 6 of them don't.
And more. Hi, guys. Thanks for doing this. Do you see Trump sending in guards to Boston?
Yes, absolutely. Any city that's democratic, any city with, with
a blue state with sanctuary cities.
That's right. That's right. If he's going to do that, stop the crime. Look at what I did in Washington, D.C. You didn't do a freaking thing, Donald. The crime was
always going down, but it's the red states that have more crime rate than the blue states.
Memphis, Tennessee, and if you live in Memphis, you all, it's nothing against Memphis, has one of the highest crime rates of any city in this country, but yet he doesn't talk about sending his National Guards there. Mm-hmm. So that tells you he's not going to do it in a red state or a red city. He's not going to do it.
Nope. Okay. I agree with you. Thank you, Annie.
The people in Boston do the same thing people in Chicago are doing. If you see a congregation of ICE or National Guard, alert your neighbors.
I love the way you just said that. Alert your neighbors. I loved your Southern accent on that. I sent my message.
The red coats are coming. The red coats are coming.
Exactly.
Alert your neighbors.
And he had 35 cents in his pocket so he could go buy dinner.
There you go.
I want to know what John Fetterman is up to these days. Is he mentally healthy? Or is he mentally healthy? Yeah. The guy from Pennsylvania.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay. I think he's mentally healthy. He had a stroke, but that doesn't make him mentally unhealthy.
No, but they're saying they're wondering if he's going MAGA, and I feel he's just playing a game.
I don't think he'll ever go MAGA. I don't believe that for a nanosecond. Mm-hmm. I think he's just trying to navigate
the other side.
Sometimes unnavigable waters. I'm not saying he's right. But he'll never go MAGA. That I know. That I do know.
Yeah. Laura Wright. What will South Korea do after their employees at the Hyundai plant were treated so badly? They were here to train Americans. Will Trump have to apologize?
Trump will never apologize.
They already they flew in planes, private planes, to fly them out. So now there's nobody at the plants.
Right.
Somebody called the plant to report 2 suspicious Latino workers, and when they got there, they just arrested all the people that had visas and everything that were there legally. They're Koreans, and
I think that was a put-up deal. I think somebody from or at least the administration said somebody called about 2 illegal
Yeah.
or whatever, and they just so none of the workers showed up. I don't know if it was from the Trump administration, but
I don't know, but it's just, if you saw them, they were being, and they didn't have an interpreter with them either. So they were just like taking these Korean individuals, rounding them up, putting shackles on them, and loading them on buses without any explanation.
That's going to make South Korea hopping mad.
That's going to make Hyundai maybe look at having plants in Canada
and Mexico.
Yes.
Hyundai, I do think will slowly close that plant. Absolutely.
Well, there's no, and they just built it.
Well, where's the plant at? I'm sorry.
Oh God, I'm not sure.
Let me just give me a second. I'll Google it. I want to make sure that I know. Hyundai plant in U.S. Give me a second. What will we do with
Georgia?
In a site near Georgia.
Yeah.
Oh, they were South Korean nationals.
Yeah.
An unjust infringement, the South Korean president said. So my feeling is, Hyundai ultimately is going to start talking about closing that plant. And I think that the president is going to, of South Korea, is going to even say that help them financially to move it. I see they're going to put something in Mexico and in Canada, something. My light bulb just went on.
Okay.
Trump is playing chummy with Kim Jong-un. And I'm wondering if maybe him rounding up all those South Koreans in Georgia was just a message to South Korea, be nice to me, or,
I don't feel, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't feel that.
Okay. All right. I'm just throwing it out there.
Mm-hmm. No, the thing is, he has to have working facilities up here. Think like that.
Yeah, right.
Did you see that picture at the U.S. Open when he had a blue pill in his teeth? No, it's this horrible, and he had a blue pill like right in the middle of his teeth, like about to bite into it, and everybody's wondering, was it Viagra? Was it and a whole list of all these blue pills?
Sign up.
He's still with us.
I know.
That's colorless and odorless. Major breaking. The White House has asked the press pool to join the motorcade. They have not been told the destination.
Hi, Barbara. How are you? I know Barbara.
I don't know what this is.
I don't either. I don't know what it's about. I have no clue. Anyway. But I can tell you right now, back to the question, South Korea is hopping mad.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. They'll start raising prices for us to pay. KKL. Oh, look at that kitty cat. Loves you both. Do you see Congress getting enough voted to get most of the e-files info? I got a yes on that.
I hear yes. And, Trump, somebody asked him about it, and he goes, the case is closed. You just talk to my staff. Yeah, well, he's nervous. It's not my signature. It's a fake. Yeah, right. No, he signed it. Trust me.
Well, they had experts do it. Look at it. And he signed it in the 90s, and they had his signature from the 90s compared to now. It changed a little, but it's exactly from the 90s.
He signed it.
And what a disgusting, despicable person he is. Entertainment purposes only. But
how do you really feel?
But no, it's let's see. Artist Liz. Dr. Oz stated that he is opening an AI Medicare program that randomly chooses who they will approve for surgeries, doctor visits, etc. Do you see what's going to happen? People will be unalive for sure. I don't see this happening.
I don't see it happening. You know, Dr. Oz, once Trump is out of office, should go back to selling snake oil. And his television career and his career as a physician is over. I don't know if he's got a medical license, but if he does, I see it revoked.
Maybe him and Dr. Phil can join. I mean, he joined Dr. Phil doing ice raids.
There you go.
No, because that's what Dr. Phil's doing now.
Oh, he is for real?
Yeah.
Well, then
him and what's his name? Dean Cain.
You know, Dr. Phil was talking to people about, you know, saving their marriages and this and that, but yet he was being abusive. So,
and look at all those fakes, diet pills and all the other crap he was, you know, putting out there. James Clark. Hello, Mel and Arthur. I thank both of you and your spirit guides. Question. When Darth Sidious is removed by military, will all three branches be cleansed of the dark ones about same time? Well, this is where we cannot get them wet or feed them after midnight.
I don't know if he'll be removed by the military, but I see him gone, and I see impeachment, and I see, you know, a huge shakeup in the government. It's going to be a cleansing of all the thugs. You know, a lot of people here, especially the MAGA right, want civil war. Well, I was just in Gettysburg, and trust me, civil war is not pretty. I think this country is already going into a constitutional crisis. And if you really honor our democracy, you got to speak up. You got to get proactive. You can't sit back on your laurels and not do anything anymore.
We need basically a congressional colonic.
I think you got that right.
Jennifer, will it be found out the election was not free and fair? That 45 did not win?
But there's going to be coming forward information just saying that there was indeed interference in the 2024 election, and that highly questionable results. A lot of litigation coming, I'm telling you. And a lot of people going to jail, like Pam Bondi, for obstruction of justice and for let's see,
breathing.
For breathing, obstruction of justice, and for abuse of power.
You can also check out electiontruthAlliance.org.
All right.
We're checking what's going on. Okay. Where is Mitch McConnell? Frozen.
That's him.
Yeah, he's up here in Valencia next to Walt Disney, who's in like the freezer vault with his head in cryogenics.
I can't make fun of his turkey chin because I have one. So
do I. So
I can pull it tight.
He still looks like a turtle. I'm sorry. And,
he does.
People send him turtle food all the time. Somebody once put a turtle crossing sign outside of his house. Jennifer, Laura Loomer, and Chuck Schumer and a few others have been very quiet. What is going on? They're not together. Believe me.
I think that, you know, the Democrats are behind the scenes forming strategies, but I love what Newsom is doing, by the way. He's playing a Donald Trump on Donald Trump better than Donald Trump could ever do it. And you know what he's doing? He's jabbing. Newsom is jabbing at Trump because he wants to get Trump mad so Trump will come out swinging wild. Yeah. He'll score a knockout. I'm telling you, Newsom is going to run for president and he's going to win.
And when I see these right-wing people going, he's not very original, it's like, he's mocking him, you idiot.
Or he shouldn't be doing that. It's not right. Oh, but it's okay for Donald to do it? Wrong answer.
Oh, guess what we're getting in the mail now in California?
Oh, I got to hear this one.
For voting.
What's that?
You want to keep the way it is now. You don't want to redistrict at all.
Oh, I wonder who that's coming from.
And it's on YouTube. It's on newspapers. I'm getting stuff in the mail.
California will redistrict. Donald Trump.
We need to keep it independent, is what they keep on writing.
Donald Trump said he'd file a lawsuit. Well, why don't you file one against Texas?
Yeah.
So if that goes to the Supreme Court, they're going to be like, wait a minute, you can't rule in Trump's favor by saying it's okay for Texas, but wrong for California. That's not going to fly.
And Laura Loomer apparently, I think it was 2 weeks ago, had a fight with somebody, one of the progressive influence type people, when he said, "Is Trump dead?" But this, and "Oh, you're a despicable person," Laura Loomer started writing, and they had a little Twitter fight. She's so despicable.
Well, I had a dream where the headline said Trump has died, and I keep dreaming it. It just, he's still alive, but my guides have shown me for a long time
his brain is dead,
that his health is not good.
No.
I don't wish him harm, but but I just keep having that dream.
I just want judgment. Okay, thank you, Jennifer.
No.
Do you see a health event for 45? Will he flee to another country, get on his gifted plane, and go away?
No other country would have him. I don't see him fleeing to another country, but I do see a big health event, yes. What do you think, Arthur?
Well, he's not going to wheel himself in a wheelchair. Somebody will do it for him. I feel, yes, I've been saying end of September, there's something going down. And if it doesn't, I'm not taking down my YouTube channel. But something is happening. Susan Evans, will we be safe from Trump by the end of September?
I don't see it that soon.
It's hard to put timeframes on these because it's so fluid.
Right. Can I put this one up by Kathy Reagan's? I do want to.
Of course you can.
Okay, I won't.
No, go ahead.
Oh, by the way, I didn't do a show last week, and I'll be gone Tuesday. We're leaving for Peru, so Arthur said it was my turn. I said, no, Arthur, it's not fair to you because I won't be here next week. So we're just on his show this week because I'm going to be gone.
So nice.
Well, I believe in fairness.
And I think I'm doing a show next Tuesday with Valerie. Sorry, it's not Aloha. Debbie Smith, do you think Newsom is keeping his attention so the Dems and others can do what they need to do? Thanks.
I just think Newsom is doing it.
Newsom and his manned team of merry men are really going after him.
And, behind the scenes, I think Newsom's talking to other governors about how to go after Trump, of course. And how to
Richard was talking about his team has been talking to, to Newsom's and how they're like coordinating things.
I see all the Democratic governors getting together and forming a coalition to help get rid of Trump, and even a few Republican ones. So there we have it.
Yeah.
Can I just put this one up real quick?
Please do.
Okay. Kathy Reagan's.
Hello, Arthur and Auntie Mel. On the news, it showed Israel just attacked Qatar. The United States warned of the attack 10 minutes later. Do you see Qatar stopping negotiations with Israel and Hamas?
Yes. Israel had no right. Netanyahu had no right attacking Qatar. And I see that they want to create instability. And the excuse that Israel used to attack is a BS reason.
Flimsy.
I was reading about, what the president of Qatar said, and I happen to agree with him. So Israel made a huge mistake. And you know what? The United States knew about it. And the United States probably backed Netanyahu. So.
Well, people in government backed Netanyahu, not the people of the United States.
But people in Israel are against, many people, many Israelis are against Netanyahu. They want him gone. They don't like him. And I see a lot of protests in the street coming, and I see them getting rid of Netanyahu.
Mm-hmm. I agree 100%. Thank you, Kathy. What else do we have here? Laura Wright, will Trump go to England on the 17th to meet with King Charles or William? Can his health handle it?
I see him going on a trip, but I don't know if the king would receive him, or if it is, it's the media would make it nice. Well, we know the propaganda arm of Trump would make it nice, but it would be leaked in the British press about what really happens. So,
Oh yeah, and we'll be like, "What does this word mean, Google? This is what the Brits are calling. We don't know what it means here in the States."
right.
Hi, Deborah. Any idea why 45 never showed up to sign his proclamation this afternoon?
What was his proclamation?
I don't know.
Probably because he was told to lay low or not to.
We ran out of preparation H.
There you go. I don't know what the proclamation was, but
No. Cute dragonfly. Hi, Mary. Where do you see 45 during Halloween? Is he in the White House, at Mar-a-Lago, or in another country? He's on stage pretending to be the big pumpkin.
he's on stage pretending to be the great white savior.
He's doing the Charlie Brown Christmas special as the great pumpkin.
What was that when he said he wanted to go to heaven? I'm like, what? Yeah, buy my Bible. I want to go to heaven. Like, that's going to make him go to heaven?
The Catholic Church got rid of indulgences many centuries ago.
That is correct. They certainly did. I mean, I guess, Mary, what difference does it make? I'm not being cocky when
I think she's just asking where he's going to be, so that way we know. Some people want to know, well, is his health good? Well, he's going to be there.
I see. He'll be alive, and probably
he'll be orange.
There you go.
I don't think he'll be drinking pumpkin spice though.
The great pumpkin.
Yeah. Sorry, Charlie Brown.
Maybe we should call him Jacko, short for Jack-o'-lantern. Don't go into the rest of that.
A friend of mine said I should do like a 20-minute comedy short here in Los Angeles and call it "The Things I Can't Say on YouTube."
It would be good, wouldn't it? George Carlin, remember the 7 words you can never say on television?
Yeah.
That was hysterical.
I always liked it when he died, he said, "I want to have, when people kneel down, a little tape recorder goes, don't I look good? Don't I look like myself?"
He was funny. I've seen him in person, and he was hysterical. He was my favorite comedian. He was excellent. Actually,
I recently saw a clip, and this is what I will probably do, where a woman, she passed away, she had a reception, and at the reception, everybody was handed a card. And he opened it up, and it's a picture of her going, "See you later," and it's a Ouija board. "No, talk to you later."
I like that. My friend Rosaire went to a funeral, and it was there were these sunglasses they handed on it. Looked like a cityscape, but the tall building on each one was a middle finger.
Oh,
it was great.
What do the members of the EU really think of the Israeli government?
The same as the rest of us probably think about Netanyahu. They don't agree with genocide. They do not agree with killing children, and they don't agree with his attack on Qatar. But Netanyahu doesn't care. Netanyahu is like Putin. He's going to do what
he's kind of insulated amongst himself.
Correct. The same as Trump.
Yeah. When bubbles collide. Marieva, we should call Trumpelstiltskin?
Trumpelstinking.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry. I like that, but it's too good.
I fell for that hook, line, and stinker.
Da-da-da-da. Anyway.
Thank you, Miss Marez. Kimberly, will Pumpkin Spice attend the arrest Democrat leaders?
Well, he'll threaten it, but like Newsom said, bring it on. He'll threaten it. Yeah, I should have them arrested for this, for that, blah, blah, blah. Well, we still have a constitution and we still have democracy, albeit, Donald, you're chipping it away. but he can try, but ain't gonna work.
Why do I see Gavin Newsom sitting there waiting for Trump, and in the background is Barry White?
I think Gavin Newsom is hoping that Trump will arrest him.
Yeah. You'll never find. Anyway, will the Predator patio one day be drilled and taken out and the rose garden restored?
I see that patio, whatever it is, ballroom or whatever, gone. Just gone.
Yeah.
You know, once Trump is out of office, I intuit, or my guides show me, or I predict that any memory of Trump being there will be absolutely removed.
Kind of like in Roman days when they erased people's names from pillars and everything.
Well, it's just like, you know, when the fall of the Soviet Union, they tore down all the statues of Stalin.
Yeah.
So anything that Trump has, any statue, anything he's done of himself, any picture, any whatever, gone.
Yeah. I mean,
I think the
Jackie Kennedy just loved that place. And what I'm just looking up here, originally planted the White House Rose Garden was First Lady Ellen Wilson. And then First Lady Roosevelt.
Right.
So, yeah. Who haunts the Rose Garden? A question here, and it says Dolly Madison. Whatever that's worth.
1 second.
Your cousin calling?
Yeah.
Yet another man.
Read that question, would you?
What's that?
Would you read that question?
Yet another Meg. I work on staying positive and keep taking action politically in the ways I can, but the emotional exhaustion and sadness are overwhelming. Are we kidding ourselves that goodness will prevail? No. No, we're not kidding ourselves.
That's what they want. They want to get us exhausted. They want to wear us down. They want to make us reactive as opposed to proactive. They're being proactive. So we can't fall into that trap of I'm giving up because I'm not seeing immediate results. It's like Lena Rodriguez said, you chip at it a little bit at a time. But if you give up, then whatever you're chipping away at is going to remain.
Yeah. No, they're going away. Like I always say, this too shall pass. It may be like a kidney stone, but it's gonna pass.
Exactly. Exactly.
So we're not kidding ourselves.
Right.
Do the meditation I suggest before you go to bed every night. Say thank you, and we are living in a democracy. If we can manifest a lottery win, we can manifest this. So I'm told. Said a friend. Okay. Remind us. Sharing the second question. I asked if Jim Jordan, I love that. That's how I spell it. Jim Jordan, G-Y-M, was going to be held accountable for covering up sex abuse of minors in Ohio State at the same abuse of young girls with Epstein. Separate trials.
Well, I don't want to speculate on something, but I do see justice being served. That's what my guides tell me.
Yeah. Hey guys, do you have any good news for the month of September? Mel's going to be in Peru.
There you go.
Well,
I think people really standing up, speaking up, people marching in the streets, people really speaking out against this authoritarianism going on. So in my way of thinking, that's good news because people are saying we've had enough and we're going to do something about it. We're going to be proactive and not reactive.
Yeah. I feel there's lawsuits coming down that he's going to start losing.
A lot of them. My guides kept telling me, it's the old saying, my favorite saying, there'll be disappointments. It will look as if he will win a few battles, but he will not win the war.
Yeah. And then if he were to become unalive, then we cremate him. We'll always have, with all the fat, the eternal flame. Sorry. Entertainment purposes only. Any repercussions for sinking boat of migrants from Venezuela? He's saying it was like gang members and drugs, and other people saying they're fishermen.
They were fishermen. They hadn't done anything wrong.
And other people saying it's all AI.
Right. Exactly.
This is, Marco Rubio, look at yourself in the mirror. You did sell your soul. Laura Wright, Dem James Tellerico, I love him, is running for senator in Texas. Maybe against Cornyn or Paxton. Could he win? I don't know about that. He's going to win. He's going far in the Democratic Party. I'm telling you right now. He really, really is. He's wonderful.
I see him winning, but maybe not this time around. I mean, he's really going to have to get out, knock on doors and all that.
But he has been. He's the one that's been going to all the Republican town halls.
Yes, I know. And a lot of those people in those Republican town halls, I mean, the government elected official that's hosting it, they're getting booed off the stage.
Oh, yeah.
So Texans are getting really tired of that.
Lies. Yeah. Okay. Hello, Mel Arthur. Hi, Nora. Huh? What is Cruella de Vil up to? She's been so quiet. There's so many to talk about. Are we talking about
Cruella de Vil? Are you talking about
which one? Christy Nome?
I don't know which one she's talking about.
Yeah. If you're still here, put it down below and Sherry will let us know. MTG is getting eviscerated because she's like standing up for the Epstein survivors, but I don't think she really cares. I just thinks that Trump's going to go away and she needs to get the base on her side.
Right. That's the only thing she stood up for. So I'm thinking behind the scenes they're telling her to be quiet. So
I think she should go up for space lasers.
I'm sorry, say again?
She needs to go up for space lasers.
There you go.
And Nancy Mace, when she went to the Survivor thing and then turned around and was all pro-Trump at the end, what a snake.
Yeah, she got her moment of sympathy.
Yeah, stealing it from somebody else. Tulsi Gabbard. I see her on her way out.
I don't understand. I didn't see what's
Tulsi Gabbard, Cruella de Vil. Which one? We're asked. And
I don't know which one they're talking about. So
Tulsi Gabbard.
She's on her way out.
Yeah. Just think that she wore her hair like this. She looked like Frankenstein's wife.
Frankenstein's wife was too pretty.
No, Frankenstein's the monster's wife.
I get it. The bride of
Lancaster
is too pretty. Yeah. Tulsi Gabbard would never hold a candle to that.
All right. She looked more like Bill Clinton's mother.
Well, at least you told us Bill Clinton's mother was a Democrat.
Yeah. Did Vance get in trouble for talking about being ready to take over if something happened to Trump? He has been out of the picture and was not invited to the Tech Bro lunch.
Oh, I didn't think he scored any wins on that one. That's for sure. They just probably told him, go back and put your Maybelline on a little better and just stay in the background.
Yeah. Go sit in the potty chair from Play School.
I just had this vision of him sitting in a corner with a dunce cap on.
Yeah. Aww. Hi, Arthur and Mel. Did the U.S. screw up in warning Qatar too late about the attack from the Israelis?
I don't think they screwed up. I think they knew about it and just did it after the fact.
I feel they told them when they could. That's how I get it.
Mm.
And the thing is, people yell at me, is it Qatar or Qatar?
It's Qatar.
But also, BBC America says Qatar. And I have a client who's served in Qatar, and she calls it Qatar, so whatever.
A lot of people call it Qatar. I looked up the pronunciation, and it's Qatar, Kuhtaar. That's how it's pronounced, Qatar, or whatever. But who cares? Everybody knows what we're talking about.
Yeah, it's not like I'm getting out my guitar and playing, Kumbaya.
I'm getting out my guitar and playing Qatar. I don't know.
Playing the opening scenes of Deliverance.
United States knew about the attack. They just chose not to do anything. I mean, it made them look really bad to announce it 10 minutes after. It's like, hello, but they knew about it. I feel like they did. So.
Trini Patsy, do you see the vets defending us in the streets? I saw a video of 100 of them swarming to the Constitution. My friend was one of them. I feel the vets are going to stand up. Yeah,
I see vets standing up. In fact, there were some across the street from the White House that were standing up again.
Well, that one guy was a vet and he burned the flag.
Right.
And they put him in jail, which is okay. Linda, with the Epstein thing, I keep getting the feeling that Trump has a more personal part involving Ivanka. I know it's sick and very dark, but he just seems too desperate. Any flashes in that respect?
He's desperate because he's afraid something will come out about him. That's what he's desperate about.
We're talking about the daughter.
I know that. But
gross.
He's desperate because he's fearful that stuff will come out about him. I'm not going to even touch on. I'm not going to go down that road at all.
I watched Caligula. That was enough for me.
Yeah, right.
Arthur Mel, do you see another COVID outbreak?
I think it's starting already.
I don't see it as bad as the others, but there's something.
It's not going to be as bad as the others, but it's,
and we will be able to get vaccines.
A lot of people are coming down with it. So, and I do see an epidemic hitting, and that's going to be the downfall of RFK Jr.
My new nickname for him is Glowworm.
I heard the worm died after it ate part of his.
Well, there's nothing to eat. That's the problem.
It's starved.
Starved to death, poor thing. Hello. I guess Wisconsin is having a governor election in 2026. Do your guides see a Dem elected again?
Well, there's a Republican. No, there's a Dem there. I hear yes.
Yeah, I got a yes on it too. In fact, I pulled a card and I got positive, bright sunshine and happiness. I rarely pull cards. So yes, Dem. Yeah. Katrina, hello. Will the next governor of Florida be a Democrat?
I don't think so, but I think a lot of Floridians are mad about DeSatan's policies, but
maybe not this time around, but next.
But I see a point in time in the not so distant future from when Florida will be purple. Here again, by degree, slowly by degree. It doesn't happen overnight. Trump didn't become president overnight. It was by degree. And by degree,
it started with the
chip away at MAGA.
Tea Party.
It started with the Tea Party. That's right. But the Tea Party and the Republicans then was all about individual personal freedom, all about that. Well, now look what's happening. Our personal freedoms are no longer, and it's about now, even some MAGAs and a lot of people in this country, well, a dictator wouldn't be so bad. Oh, really?
No,
I democracy and talk about having a dictator. That makes no sense.
No, it's just, but it's that slowly I turn step by step. Yeah.
And I see the MAGA being chipped away at, just like in Florida, So not this time around, but following that,
It's going.
a Democratic government.
It's going that direction.
Right.
I'm concerned for Florida kids and glowworm not enforcing vaccines.
Well, then let your voice be heard, and if you have children, make sure they're vaccinated.
There's over 100 kids have already died of diseases in Texas,
which should never happen, ever.
No.
I think the drug companies are going to pressure the government to get rid of RFK Jr.
Well, apparently Trump had a meeting with the head of Pfizer, and he was saying, "Hey, or whatever it was, we did really good with the COVID, and the numbers were really good." And that's the one thing Gavin Newsom did give Trump credit for, is pushing get the vaccines for COVID fast.
But then that same president has somebody who's head of Health and Human Services who has absolutely no background in medicine, knows absolutely nothing about it. Whatever RFK's head of, but knows nothing about it. You know, he's an anti-vaxxer based on conspiracy theory. And yet, you know, Trump will get by with it. But I think when the drug companies start pressuring, they'll find a way to get rid of him.
Yeah, he's like the creature from the Black Lagoon.
You know, Trump promised him something, didn't know what to do with him. Yeah, you come over on my side, I'll give you this.
Yeah, but also when he promised, "Oh, I'm not going to do anything with vaccines. I'm not going to do anything," you know, during the hearings, and then 3, 2, 1. Oh, he lied.
He can say, "But it wasn't me. It was him." You know, he's always going to blame everybody else.
Do you see Dems winning governor in New Jersey and West Virginia? I don't know about West Virginia, but I do know New Jersey, yes.
In Jersey, yes.
Yeah, I'm not sure about West Virginia. Oh, I feel like we're like Magic 8-Ball time. Next question. Hello, handsome gentlemen. Will the October 18th anti-Trump rallies draw huge crowds and be effective?
Huge crowds.
Bigly crowds.
Hard to say. Bigly crowds.
It's on a Thursday.
Right.
That I know. Will Kentucky ever go blue?
I see it going purple. Well, they already have a Democratic governor.
Yeah,
but
he's leaving.
You know, Kentucky's a rural state, agricultural state, and my feeling is that you know, farmers down there are going to be hurting too. So
I think they already are.
They are.
And Canada is not buying.
Nope.
Whiskey.
They ain't buying bourbon, and that's so there you have it.
Please, what do you see for the future of Governor Tim Walz? I don't see him on Dancing with the Stars.
His political career is really...
It's about to take off.
It's going to take off. It's launching.
Yeah. I think we've got time for like one more.
Yeah, let's do one more. Then I have to eat my dinner, because if I don't eat, I turn into a gremlin.
How will the stock market end in 2025? Why do I keep on saying a slinky? Going down the stairs.
Yeah, right. Not performing as well as it has.
Not performing the way Trump said it would.
Right, exactly. Because those tariffs are going to wreck a lot of things.
Yeah. Well, that was fun.
Yes. We got a lot answered.
And we did 1462.
Yay. Good.
So thank you everyone for coming out tonight.
Next week I won't be here. I will be in Peru. But
he will be sending pictures so that we can put them up.
I will. Yes, I'll be sending pictures of Machu Picchu. Just hope that it's sunny. But I'm really excited about the trip.
Photoshop.
I'm excited about going. So
I think you should be. But no, send us videos and we'll put that. And then the next week when it's your
show,
we'll put them up.
All right.
All right. So everyone, Take care of others, take care of yourselves, and as always, have fun.
And if you see ice, alert your neighbors.
Or turn up the heat.
Oh.
All right, people. Night. Oh, that's right. I'm supposed to do this.
You're supposed to do this.